Hi! Kumusta po kayong lahat, dear teachers? So, this is Teacher Melody Valiente from Tarlac City Schools Division, nagbabalik para sa ating Module 5 for LDM Course 2 for Teachers. Now, we are on the final module na kung saan we will make portfolio, 'di ba? Pero hanggang December pa po 'to, hindi po ito nagmamadali. But in our LAC sessions, no, during our LAC sessions for Module 5, kailangan meron din po tayong study notebook na kung saan may sinasagutan din tayong activities, guide questions, reflections. Okay po. Pero yung expected output for Module 5 ay until December pa po, 2020. Okay. So, building the teaching portfolio related to the implementation of the modalities. Okay, so let me just read this. Congratulations, ma'am and sir! After finishing all the modules related to teaching and learning in the LDMs, you are now ready to apply them as you manage the teaching and learning process in the new delivery modalities. So, in this module, you will plan for how you will capture the evidence of your teaching practices which you will organize into a portfolio. This portfolio will be submitted to your LAC coach for evaluation at the end of the year. You may also use this portfolio as part of your MOVs, means of verification for your performance evaluation sa ating RPMS or IPCRF. So this module intends to ensure that you continue your learning journey in the effective implementation of the LDM in your classes, as well as the content and pedagogies associated with them. All right. Now let's go on to the main objectives of this module. First, list down the evidence of LDM implementation. Second is to plan for how to make sure that you will be able to relate these evidences to your professional practice based on professional standards. So, dalawang lesson lang po ito. First is the teaching portfolio and its contents. And the second is the evaluation rubric. Estimated time required for LAC session on Module 5, 4 hours. Okay, lesson 1, the teaching portfolio and its contents. Okay, so kahit naman tayong teachers, 'di ba? May portfolio tayo sa RPMS, IPCRF, and then nire-require din natin ng students na magkaroon sila ng portfolio, 'di ba? So later on we will discuss the definition, what are the standards or meron bang standards or ano mga requirement about portfolio. Okay. Activity 1. So before we begin in preparing our portfolio, we need to make sure that we have completed all the outputs of this course from Module 2, kasi doon naman sa Module 1, activities lang. No expected output doon, basta na-orient lang tayo. So, from Module 2, Module 3A, Module 4A, Module 3B, sorry, Module 4, kailangan yung ating expected outputs ay nakompleto na natin. Okay, now let's go over the list found in LDM2 guide for expected outputs para maliwanagan tayo o matignan natin baka may na-overlook pala tayo, di ba? Okay, let's see. Okay, so here are the expected outputs and assessment for LDM2 teachers. So, katulad ng sinabi ko, sa Module 1, course orientation lang po yan. No outputs for submission. Module 2 naman, Module 2, milks. Tapos na tayo sa unpacking of sample milk and also combining. Module 3A, lesson design and assessment. Well, okay na rin tayo dyan. What else? Module 3B, Learning Resources. Meron tayong DepEd portals, non-DepEd portals, and personally developed materials. Module 4 ay yung ating Professional Development and Block Planning. Ayan, yun na. Expected outputs. Kayo po ba, ma'am, sir, okay na tayo dyan? Kung okay na, wala na tayong problema. Pwedeng-pwede na nating ituloy itong Module 5. Okay. So, let's go back in here. Now, submit the completed outputs to your designated coach for final evaluation. Now, kung wala kayong LAC coach sa school, yung LAC leaders ang pag-forwardan natin ng mga completed outputs na ito. And then, silang LAC leaders ang magfo-forward sa coach. Kasi, mas maganda na yung na-check muna ng LAC leader para pagdating sa coach, wala na masyadong problema, hindi na masyadong marami yung error sa grammar, sa mga templates, 'di ba? Na nakutuhan ng mabuti yung mga may magkakapareho ng sagot. Hindi natin maiiwasan 'yan, teachers. And also may pati pangalan ng ka-teacher mo nakopya mo na pala, 'di ba? Pero wag naman sana. Okay. And then keep a copy of all your outputs for your own records. Okay, let's go on to activity 2. Bilis natin ha. Study the reading on portfolios from the Glossary of Education Reform. So, based daw doon sa reading on portfolios, mamaya na text papakita ko. Sagutan natin tong questions na to. So, how will your portfolio help you in tracking the progress of your teaching practice in your school's LDM? Diba? Paano kaya makakatulong ang portfolio para matrack natin na may progreso tayo, na marami pa tayong kinakailangang output pala, 'di ba? Ito ay nakakatulong kasi parang ito na rin yung ating nagsisilbing diary, reminder, no? Na, uy, kailangan ko tong evidence na to, so kailangan ko nang gawin to this week or isa-set ko to next week, parang gano'n. Okay, number 2. What evidence from the previous modules will help capture the progress of your teaching practice? Ano sa tingin nyo? Yes, it is the weekly home learning plan. 'Di ba? It will help capture the progress of your teaching practice. Yes, because, syempre, yung mga learning tasks, yun na rin yung pinakaano mo, teaching strategy mo. So, yung mga learning tasks na yon, kung ano yung progress ng by week na yon, so yun din yung magiging evidence mo sa flow ng iyong lesson. Next, number 3. Why is writing down your reflections an integral part of your portfolio? Anyone, ma'am, sir? Yes, because in writing down reflections, you'll be able to identify what went well, what went wrong, 'di ba? What went bad, mga strengths mo, weaknesses, ano pa yung mga mas sa tingin mo makakabuting gawin mo sa susunod, 'di ba? Ano yung mga naitulong sa ng mga sitwasyon na to, ganun. So it is an integral part of your portfolio. Okay, let's go to activity 3. Familiarize yourself with the list of suggested evidence form. Ay, wait, nalampasan ko pala yung portfolio, no? Let's read portfolio. Mabilisan lang. Reading on portfolio. Yan. Dahil alam na po natin yan. Kung hindi natin alam yan, ako, kawawa naman tayo. What is a portfolio? So, sabi dito, dahil sa LAC sessions natin sa LDM2 for teachers, tayo ay estudyante, di ba? So, sabi dyan, a student portfolio is a combination or compilation of academic work and other forms of educational evidence assembled for the purpose. First, evaluating coursework quality, learning, progress, and academic achievement. Second, determining whether students have met learning standards or other academic requirements for courses, grade level, promotion, and graduation. 3. Helping students reflect on their academic goals and progress as learners. 4. Creating a lasting archive of academic work products, accomplishments, and other documentation. Okay, so sinasabi dito maraming types of evidences na pwede nating isak isaksak sa ating portfolio. So, pag inisip nating portfolio, yung agad clear book, di ba? So, meron tayong two types of portfolios. Pwedeng ito ay in a hard copy or soft copy, yung e-portfolio na tinatawag. No po? Katulad na lamang ng diniscuss natin ng mga nakaraang modules. So, halimbawa sa estudyante, pwedeng ito ay compilation ng ano po, student work, no? Na pwedeng pictures, quizzes, tests, mga research, ganun po. Ano pa, mga videos, at ano pa mga outputs na pwede. So, ganun din po sa atin, mga iba't ibang reports compilation. Pero ano nga ba yung mga evidences na kailangang na nilalaman ng portfolios natin? So, ito na nga yung i-discuss natin sa susunod. So, this is activity 3. List of suggested evidence form. So, dito sa list ng evidence natin, magkakaroon syempre kayo ng LAC session at faculty meeting na rin. Alin ba dito sa mga evidences na to ang kaya mong ma-achieve? Ang kaya mong ma-perform or tina-target mo talagang ma-perfect sa evaluation, 'di ba? And then sagutan natin tong mga tanong na to. Is the list of evidence enough to capture the progress of your teaching practice? What other evidence can you think of that is relevant to the LDM adopted by your school? Write down your answers in your study notebook. Now, here are the suggested. Sabi, suggested lang. Not necessarily na ito lang. Pwedeng madagdagan, 'di ba? Pero wag babawasan. Dagdagan na lang. Asan na siya? Okay, palakihan ko lang po. So, here are the suggested evidence in learning delivery modality. So, activities, for example, documentation from October to December. Edit natin to, December. Although kahit December ay pasahan na, ano ba? Although kahit December ay pasahan na, pwede pa naman natin itong maihabol. Yan. So, ang outputs natin dyan, at least 2 recorded lessons sa online learning. Paano kung modular po kami? Ano po yung documentation of lesson delivery ko? Hmm? Okay. Yes, tama ang iniisip nyo. Pwede po yung mga materials na ginamit natin or pwedeng magkaroon tayo ng proper documentation na kung saan dineliver or kung paano natin ibinigay ang mga modules. Okay po. Documentation lang naman po kasi. So, pictures, reports, narrative report, ganun po. At least 2 recorded documentation. So, kung ang napag-usapan sa LAC meeting ninyo ay 3, 3 po ang magiging output ninyo. Kung ang napag-usapan sa LAC ay 4 or sa meeting ninyo, syempre with the school heads, kung ano yung pabor sa lahat. 4, ganon. Pero at least 2 ay suggested. So, pwedeng at least 2 na lang. So, ganon sa online learning recorded lesson. Sa modular naman, pwedeng mga pictures or narrative. Okay. Next, researching and incorporating teaching strategies in the modalities. Ganon din, pwede rin natin tong October to December din. So, dito, ang nilagay ko na lang is weekly home learning plan. Okay, kung ikaw ay advisor, syempre all subject areas ang magiging output mo dito. Kung ikaw ay floating, pwedeng yung own subject area mo na lang. Okay? Kasi nag-incorporate ka ng teaching strategy doon sa modality dahil may online ako, ano yung mga in-insert ko doon learning tasks sa aking weekly home learning plan. Okay? Pwede rin po dito, ang suggested po kasing nakalagay dito nung una ay lesson plan. So, pwede rin naman po kung yun ang mapagkakasunduan ng body. Lesson plan or lesson log, DLL. Okay? Ito po, DLP. Siyempre do'n na tayo sa weekly para walang kahirap-hirap, weekly na agad. Okay, participation in recognized PDs or professional developments that are aligned with the PPST. So, kailangan meron tayong mga participation sa mga webinars, workshop, trainings. Okay po. Yan po ay timeline natin from October to November or pwedeng December. Okay. Organizing the professional portfolio, submission, December, and meron din tayong co-learning with peers and coaches at least once a month starting September 2020. So, ano po ang evidences natin dyan? Video recording and minutes. Or pwedeng video recording na lang, wala nang minutes. 'Di ba po? Okay, so ito ay depende, ulitin ko po ang list of evidences in the learning delivery modality na isasaksak sa portfolio ay depende sa napag-usapan sa LAC session or sa faculty meeting with your school heads, syempre. Kasi ang outputs, kung ano yung nilagay nyong output doon, yun na ang itatarget nyo hanggang December. Okay po. Ito po ay mga suggested lang. Pwede pa tayong magdagdag. Kaya nga meron tayong additional na mga na table dito. Kung ano yung pwede pang madagdag as discussed in your LAC. Okay, add more rows as needed, sabi na nga. So, anong activities, timeline, and outputs. So, merong mga nag-lock session na sa atin na siguro hindi ito masyadong na ano. So, itanong na lang sa inyong head, sa subject leader or coordinators kung ano ba dapat. Kasi dapat iisa lang po ang evidences natin. Okay po? Iisa lang sa buong school or halimbawa integrated kayo. Halimbawa, LM lang po kayo o kaya secondary lang po, ganun po. Kasi yun po yung ita-target ninyo na maabot. Okay po? Okay na po tayo dito sa list of evidences. Now, let's go back to the PDF file. Activity 4. In your LAC session, discuss your answers and thoughts on questions from activities 2 and 3 with your colleagues. Yan, wag po natin kakalimutan. Magsulat lagi sa study notebook o kaya i-share natin during LAC sessions ang mga sagot natin kung may naiisip tayo. Kasi malay mo, yung tanong mo, tanong din pala ng ka-teacher mo. Hindi niya lang masabi-sabi. Mas maganda na ikaw na lang palang magtanong. Mas maayos kang magtanong, ganun. Okay, activity 5, based on the sharing and discussion in your LAC, finalize. Ay, ito po yung sinasabi. Finalize your list of evidence in the list of suggested evidence form and submit it to your LAC leader. 'Di ba? I-finalize po natin. And good job! You're now done with lesson 1. You may now proceed to lesson 2. Okay, so let's go. Huwag nang patumpik-tumpik pa, the evaluation rubric. Paano ba tayo mai-evaluate ngayong taon na to? Ayan, tanong din po ng karamihan yan, no? Paano kaya ako ma-evaluate ngayong taon na to? Ang dami pa namang MOVs na kailangan sa RPMS. Tapos, kulang na yung buwan, kulang na yung araw, yung oras. Paano ko 'di ba? Ma-execute tong mga ano na to, mga strategy ko. So, eto may evaluation rubric po tayo. Kalma lang po, kalma. Okay. So, kailangan natin dito ng evaluation rubric at study notebook. For activity 1, study the criteria and indicators found in evaluation rubric. And then answer this question. What steps will you take to ensure that you're able to hit the criteria in the rubric? Yan, pwedeng itanong po ng LAC leader yan ano-anong mga hakbangin ang iyong gagawin para, 'di ba? Paano ba able to hit? Para makuha ang iyong target. Ang hirap tagalogin po Ayan. So let's open the evaluation rubric. Eto, medyo madugo po ito. Yan. So kita na ba? Nakakaharang ako. Okay, so this is the evaluation rubric for the LDM implementation portfolio. Siyempre for teachers lang. Siguro may iba para sa school heads. Now, first criteria is demonstration of progress of the LDM implementation. Oh my, 30%, napakalaki. So, para ma-achieve natin ang excellent point or 5 points, kailangan eto po, the outputs clearly and adequately captured the progress of the implementation of the LDN, showing innovations that contribute to its smooth implementation. Ayan. Alam niyo po nung una, parang naisip natin, naku, madali lang yan. Pero parang ako, bakit parang ang hirap abutin, no? Nung excellent. Kasi with showing innovations that can contribute to its smooth implementation, that's 30% mga kapatid kong kaguro. Kapatid na kaguro, 'di ba? How about the second criteria, the quality of reflection? Kaya ang reflections natin kailangan po hindi kopya. Ano po? Hindi lang po kayo pati ako, lahat. Okay. Reflection describes, ito pong sabi ha, the experience in the LDM implementation shows in-depth analysis and synthesis and excellently relates it to the professional standards and to professional and personal developmental goals. Okay po. So, may mga reflections po tayo. 25%, napakataas. Next criteria or criterion, demonstration of professional standards. 20%. Yes, 20%. Para makakuha ka ng excellent, the outputs clearly demonstrate 5 or more indicators of relevant strands in professional standards. So, VS, satisfactory, ito ay mga posible din makuha natin. Pero, syempre, we aim for excellent, 'di ba? Number 5 dapat ang makuha natin. Next, language and overall presentation of the output. 15%. Medyo mababa pero pandagdag na rin yan. Laman tiyan na rin. Okay. So, sabi dyan, the ideas are expressed in clear, coherent, and appropriately worded language with no errors in structure and writing conventions. So, etong ano na to, sa study notebook pa lang natin, di ba, kailangan no error na, no wrong grammar, meron tayong mga nalalagay doon na hindi karapat-dapat, alisin na kasi meron tayong rubric for language and overall presentation of the output. Next, organization of portfolio. Ito perfect naman na po natin to 5%. Yes, hindi na tayo bokya. The portfolio is logically organized, is insightful, and offers new perspective and insights. Yan, perfect na natin yan kasi meron na tayong organized na mga outputs, 'di ba? Next, timeliness, 5%. Eto, malaking bagay din ang 5%. Kaya nga lang minsan tayong mga Pilipino mahilig sa rush. Tignan niyo po ang 5 points. The outputs is or are submitted more than 3 days ahead of the deadline. So, let's say for example, ang deadline natin ay December, bago mag-Christmas break, December 18 ang deadline, kunyari po, halimbawa. So, nag-pass ka December 15. Siyempre, makakakuha ka ng 5 points. 5% na yun, iyong-iyo na. Paano naman kung nag-pass ako 17 or yung mismong deadline? O, yan po. Satisfactory or VS po yan. Paano po kung na-late naman, Pasko na nung napasko, ayan, 1 point lang po. Tama ba? Unsatisfactory or sa marginal ka lang. Okay, and that's it. Yan po ang evaluation rubric for the LDM implementation. So, kung may questions po kayo, pwede po kayong mag-comment or pwede nyo pong itanong ang ating LAC leaders. Again, masasagot po nila kayo. Pag hindi nila kayo nasagot, ibig sabihin hindi sila nagbabasa ng LDM course 2. Okay po. Now, let's go on. May mga activities pa yata after this. Ayan, activity 2. Discuss and share your thoughts on the rubric in your LAC session. Pagdiskusyuhan nyo lang, pero hindi nyo naman pwedeng baguhin yun. Yun na po yun, nakaset na. Then, present your steps to make your outputs and portfolio responsive to the evaluation criteria and indicators. Take note of your colleagues' other insights as well. Alright, so, meron tayong final reminder dito. Make sure that you're able to collect the evidence of your teaching practice as you have listed. Lahat ng nilista po doon, kailangan makuha po natin. And organize this into a portfolio. Paano kung hindi po namin nakuha hanggang December? Pag-isipan nyo pong mabuti. Dito pa lang sa pagsiset ng ating list of evidences. Okay po. Kailangan ito ay ano na, 100% sure kayong kaya nyong abutin. Kaya nga sabi dyan make sure you're able to collect all the evidences. And then organize this into a portfolio. At the end of the year, sa December po yan, you will submit your portfolio to your LAC leader who will announce the specific date and manner of submission. Yes! Congratulations! You have completed the LDM2 course. Good luck on your LDM implementation, teacher. Are you ready? Are you guys ready? Well, ako, 50-50 pa. Ready na ako sa heart ko. Pero sa isip ko, hindi pa yata. Char. Okay. Alright po. Maraming salamat ulit sa pakikinig at panonood ng ating isa na namang lecture video about LDM Course 2 at nawa ay meron kayong natutunan at nakatulong ang videos ko. Don't forget to subscribe para updated pa kayo sa mga susunod nating mga ano pang mga pagkakaabalahan ng kaguruan. Yan. Thank you very much and I hope to see you again next time. Nakikita ko ba kayo? Okay, bye-bye!